Hey Clashes, 385 stars total. This means 45 stars every single match, and this means 3 stars every single attack. And they have accomplished all of this with the exact same strategy on every single attack. That's right, the exact same army composition for every single attack. And we're going to break that down today and take a look at what they have used. Because they are not just going to finish rank 1 within our group, but as well most likely rank 1 global when the Clan War League ranking is going to happen. And why do I say most likely? Well, I could see that other clans are going to tie them with a perfect score. The reason is, when I checked the numbers and hit rates and compared them a little bit, and you can see them on your screen, right now Clash, without the modifiers, is the easiest it has ever been, which I found kind of crazy. And what do I mean by that? Even if you're going back to 2016 and such and take a look at the hit rates, you can all see them on the ClashSpot on the website. So make sure, please, I will link that down below. You can see all those hit rates over the different months in the Clan War League. And right now, it is literally the easiest the game has ever been. The highest hit rates across different leagues. It is kind of crazy. And whenever I talked in the last couple of videos, like, right now, the game is on the easier side. I just phrased it that way because I always receive like angry comments like, iTzu, you just think it's easy right now because an X-Pro, whatever. Well, there are the numbers. The game is quite literally the easiest it has ever been. So, yep, nothing I can say about that. So let's jump into the attacks, right? So, first things first, if you're wondering, by the way, iTzu non-stop talking about how easy the game is. They only have like 38 stars. Well, the reason is, like, Dawa unfortunately had some 1 stars. Now, I'm not saying that he's bad. He just had to go to hospital, and we only, like, had 15 accounts in the roster. And he said after that, he is not recommending attacking out of the hospital. So, yeah, speedy recovery to him. It was just unfortunate week with how things happened. We had really, yeah, stupid things. But whatever. Let's jump into the first attack. The strategy we're talking about here are Electro Dragons. Electro Dragons right now is the #1 strategy when you're talking without modifiers. And they always did the same. They're trying to snipe 2 air defenses, if possible, maybe a sweeper or something, but usually they're going for air defenses. So in this one, we have the 1 air defense right here, and this 1 air defense right here still left. The other 2 air defenses are gone. And then they're just spamming in the Electro Dragons and protecting them with the totems. That's pretty much it. As well then the Dragon Duke on the back end. Why though are Electro Dragons better, for example, than the throwers? Well, with throwers you are having the slightest of chance of defending if you are hard baiting a specific entry with, for example, spring traps. If those throwers are going into a spring trap farm and you're losing all of your throwers, you can be the best player on the planet. You won't triple, even without modifiers. Which means, if that happens, which is not happening often, let's be honest, but there is the slightest chance of defending. Versus Electro Dragons, there is literally no chance of defending. Those things have so many hit points and you cannot really bait them. The reason for that is, well, Black Knights just deal so much damage, and with having 1000 hit point buff level, compared to 2017 to 2018 now, they're just not going down. On top of that, you have the Dragon Duke on the back end, which is now the newest hero and is completely broken. And on top of that as well, you're bringing the revive spell, just in case if everything is going the wrong direction. Now, I think they have not even used the revive spell just once within their attacks, because, well, they didn't really need it on a single attack, so great news for us. But this is kind of the thing here. The revive spell is good in 2 cases. The first one, when the meta is broken and it's too easy. Or the second option, when something is broken. And right now we have both of those things. Which means we have a broken hero and we have a really easy, in fact, the easiest meta we ever had in Clash. So those 2 things combined make the revive spell great. Because he's easy to use, just click on your heroes. I recommend, by the way, everyone using that revive, because currently it's just really stupid good, even though I'm not a fan of that spell. But right now it's just good because of the current weird meta we have. So that's the thing. So having that just in case, bringing revive on the back end for the Dragon Duke, for example, is really good. Like they have shown here, they have never really used it, but just in case it was there, And that's kinda it. As well, as I said, Electro Dragons, they just don't go down. Bases do not have enough damage. Now you could consider iTzu. But you are using ground expos, right? So obviously air expos are way better against Electro Dragons. Well, then you're struggling more against the Queen or like the action figure or the siege barracks and such. But let's imagine we would have had air expos. Do you think they could have taken down the dragon, the Dragon Duke twice because of the revive and like 3 Electro Dragons? I don't think so. I don't think the Expo is doing that much damage. So yeah, even if you try to hard counter Electro Dragons, do everything against it, without modifiers, you have literally no chance of defending that. It is just impossible. So that's why Electro Dragons are the #1 strategy outside of modifiers. Within modifiers, the healers are becoming stronger because you have that hit point recovery. Defense is dealing more damage, so you're more relying on healers. And that's where the Electro Dragons are only the #2 strategy. But still, that's kind of how it is right now. And you can see, as I said, they do not have to use the revive on a single base. It is... it is kind of crazy. As well, I feel like it is a new record because, let me know if I'm wrong, but I think we had in the past, in the history of Clash, we had already cases where clans went perfect within the Clan War League. That happened, and I think actually this season might be one of the first where we had multiple clans finishing with a perfect score. But I'm not sure if we ever had a clan which went perfect over the entire season with using only one strategy. That's just crazy. And by the way, I'm talking right now a lot about how easy the game is right now. I still think going perfect with like scoring 15 stars, like 15 3-stars over 7 different matches is super impressive. Because there's usually always something stupid slipping in. Like something is always like, I don't know, you're not really concentrating or something. That can always happen. It happens. That's just how it is. And not like going completely perfect over an entire week is, I think, is really, really impressive. So really well done to them. And maybe you guys know them. Like for me, I have never heard of that clan before. I double checked in the ranking of the last season. I did not see them within the top 50 or something. So yeah, I have no clue where they're coming from or what exactly happened here. But I guess the Dragon Duke and them just playing Electro Dragons worked really well together. Because, I mean, they just set a record. Because I never have seen any clan accomplish a perfect score with just one strategy. It's funny and in some way for me personally sad at the same time. Because I usually am a bigger fan of like more challenging meta, but it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is because the majority of clashes enjoy it when the game is easier, and yeah, that's what it is all about, right? And as well, because I've seen now people being confused and such about me saying, oh, the game is too hard, the game is too easy, and like they can't really follow exactly what my opinion is. So let me just summarize that while I'm showing the last attack on my base as well. Like on my tweaked version, I think that's just it. And again, by the way, they're just so consistent with the giant arrows as well. I think they're sniping in the 2 bottom air defenses, and they never really go for those sweepers as well. As I said, like it's always those air defenses because they are more threatening on the back end, I guess. But yeah, there we go. So the thing now with the meta right now, I don't think that the game right now should be harder. If the majority of casuals prefer the way it is right now, the game doing better. I'm happy for the game. I don't mind. Like whatever. I just wish that there would be like a really small league in Clan War League or in the rank mode, whatever, where there are challenging modifiers. That would be just great. It's not impacting anyone else because why would they care, right? Because only the best of the best are getting into that league. So even put it into the bottom. Like if other thinking like, oh, I'm not motivated anymore because I cannot reach the highest league. I don't care where the league is. I just would like to see that added somewhere. At least that's my point of view if you're asking me. So I'm not saying game should be balanced around the pros. That's always the worst thing you should do as a company and such. And that's not what I'm recommending or anything like that. It's just I would like to see like a playground for the more, I guess, more active players. That's how you can phrase it in a nice way, I guess. But yeah, again, another triple and another crushed base. It is really, really crazy how consistent they were with those attacks over all of those different matches. So yeah, wondering how many clans this season will go perfect. I guess we're going to find out really soon. Maybe even already find out as the video is going live. So that will be interesting of how many teams have actually made it. But that's it from me. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll put the army link down below in the description. GG's and respect to Carapon Solid. I have no clue how to pronounce that. I'm super sorry if I butchered that name. But yeah, really GG's to them. Really great job. And I guess we're going to promote back to Champion 1 next season when no one is in hospital. But hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.